Welcome to today's lesson on the inheritance of the ABO blood groups, where we will explore the fascinating concepts of codominance and multiple alleles. In our roadmap for today, we'll examine how the ABO blood groups are inherited, paying special attention to the principles of codominance, where two alleles can both be fully expressed in a heterozygote, and the concept of multiple alleles, where more than two allele options exist for a particular gene. So far, you have learned about genetic inheritance, including how traits are passed from parents to offspring through genes and alleles. This foundational knowledge prepares you to understand more complex genetic patterns, such as those seen in the ABO blood group system. Understanding the inheritance of ABO blood groups demonstrates how different genetic principles, like codominance and multiple alleles, operate in real-world scenarios. This knowledge not only helps us comprehend blood type compatibility for medical purposes, but also deepens our appreciation for the genetic diversity within populations. Let's get started. Let's start with understanding codominance. In genetics, sometimes both alleles in a genotype are expressed in an individual's phenotype. This phenomenon is called codominance. It means that no allele is recessive. Instead, both alleles contribute to the phenotype. Blood group inheritance is a classic example of codominance and involves multiple alleles. There are three main alleles for the blood group gene: A, B, and O, represented as IA, IB, and IO respectively. IA results in the production of antigen A on the surface of red blood cells. IB results in the production of antigen B on the surface of red blood cells. IO results in no antigens being produced on the surface of red blood cells. Importantly, both IA and IB are codominant, which means if an individual inherits both, they will express both antigens. On the other hand, IO is recessive and does not produce any antigen. The combination of these alleles from each parent determines the blood group of the offspring. Let's look at the possible genotypes and their associated phenotypes. Genotype IAIA or IAIO will result in the A blood group phenotype, antigen A only. Genotype IBIB or IBIO will result in the B blood group phenotype, antigen B only. Genotype IAIB will result in the AB blood group phenotype, both antigens A and B. Genotype IOIO will result in the O blood group phenotype, no antigens. We can use genetic diagrams, also known as Punnett squares, to predict the outcomes of crosses involving codominant alleles. Let's go through an example. Suppose one parent has blood group A, genotype IAIO, and another parent has blood group B, genotype IBIO. The possible combinations for their offspring would be IA from one parent and IB from the other, resulting in blood group AB. IA from one parent and IO from the other, resulting in blood group A. IB from one parent and IO from the other, resulting in blood group B. IO from one parent and IO from the other, resulting in blood group O. By filling out a Punnett square, we can see the 1-1-1-1 ratio of these phenotypes. This means their child has 1 in 4 or 25% chance of having each blood type AB, B, A, or O. Let's work through a question to solidify our understanding of the inheritance of ABO blood groups with reference to codominance and multiple alleles. If one parent has blood type AB and the other has blood type O, what are the possible blood types of their children? What is the probability that the child will have each blood type? Parent with AB blood type has genotype IAIB, and parent with O blood type has genotype IOIO. AB parent can produce gametes with alleles IA or IB. O parent can produce only IO alleles. Draw a Punnett square with IA and IB from the AB parent along the top, and IO from the O parent along the side. Children could have blood type A, IAIO, or blood type B, IBIO. There is a 50% chance of the child inheriting blood type A and a 50% chance of the child inheriting blood type B. In today's lesson, we examined ABO blood group inheritance, focusing on codominance and multiple alleles. The ABO system is controlled by three alleles: IA, IB, and IO. IA and IB are codominant, meaning both can be expressed together, while IO is recessive. We learned that these alleles combine to produce 4 blood types: A, B, AB, and O. Codominance is seen in AB blood type, where both A and B alleles are equally expressed. Understanding codominance and multiple alleles in ABO blood groups gives you a solid foundation in understanding traits where alleles are more than just dominant or recessive.